Monday and we got a lot of props to talk about. So hopefully, man, you guys are having a wonderful weekend and you guys are ready to cash, man. So let's go ahead and get it started. But before we do, who would have thought the Kansas City Chiefs would have beat the Bills? I mean, y'all should have knew it, man. They beat them earlier on in the year, and goddamn, it's Patrick Mahomes. What y'all thought? Who would have thought? Field goal kicker would have banked it off the field. Would have just missed like that. Like, I mean, you can't predict that type of stuff, man. I mean, but that's sports. That's why you gotta love it. That's why you gotta just know, hey, man, that's just a game that we play. All right, man. First player prop that I like, man. I'm looking at the Dallas Mavericks. I'm taking Kyrie Irving over 26.5 points. Hitting at an 80% clip. He's taking on the Boston Celtics, man. I get it. I think revenge games do play a factor, and I just know, man, whenever he's playing against Boston, a former team like that, I think he always wants to show up and show out. I'm taking him over 26 points. That's player prop number one. Player prop number two, I'm looking at DeJounte Murray for the Atlanta Hawks, over 24.5 points, taking on the Sacramento Kings, man. Atlanta Hawks going to be without Trae Young. Going up against my Sacramento Kings, usually DeJounte Murray's point props at 20.5. I think you have an explosive game in here. Remember when DeJounte Murray was a walking triple-double with the San Antonio Spurs? He hasn't been able to put up those numbers, with Trae Young in the game. I think this is a game now we see him hit all type of stats in there, man. I wouldn't even be mad if you guys play him on a triple-double today. I just think he's going to be that explosive. Player prop number three. I'm looking at Joel Embiid, over 34.5 points, hitting at a 60% clip, taking on the San Antonio Spurs, a.k.a. the San Antonio Wembenyamas. All right, man, so when it comes down to it, Embiid's been killing all year, and I haven't gave him out on the prop shop yet. So let's see what the betting tools got for us, hitting at a 60% clip. Player prop number four, I'm looking at Luka Doncic, over 32 points, hitting at a 60% clip. I'm taking Luka Doncic over 7.5 rebounds. I'm taking Luka Doncic over 8.5 assists. That's my Luka Doncic trifecta. Player prop number five. I'm looking at RJ Barrett over 21.5 points. When it comes down to it, man, all the trades that's going on, Scotty Barnes is over there putting up numbers too. But RJ Barrett is just the guy that knows how to score. So I'm taking him over 21.5 points. Player prop number six, I'm looking at my guy, LaMelo Ball, over 21.5 points, hitting at a 60% clip, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. I think, it's going to be a good game in there. Then I'm taking them over 6.5 assists. It's me versus the Bentors. They like the under. I like the over on this. It's one of those things to where I know at 6.5 assists, he was averaging this damn near as a rookie, I know that it's just low because he's coming back from the injury. But I look at it like this. If he's not going to be able to score the ball, he's going to have to pass the rock. So let's go ahead and take LaMelo over 6.5 assists. Player prop number seven, I'm looking at the Detroit Pistons, Kellyon Hayes, point guard, over 5.5 assists, hitting at an 80% clip. Look, man, Kate Cunningham out the game, in and out the game. These guys can't score a lot, but they can pass the ball at Detroit, man. I like both these guards over there that they got for assist props, man. I'm taking Kellyon Hayes over 5.5 assists. All right, next player prop that I like, I'm looking at Jared Allen over 11.5 rebounds, hitting at an 80% clip, man. Yeah, he's going to be taking on the Orlando Magic, man. The Orlando Magic, you don't really got too many players out there that's just grabbing rebounds at that position besides Moncarroll and maybe Wendell Carter when he wants to. Wagner might not even be in this lineup if he is, look for him to maybe get some decent rebounds too. But I love Jared Allen over 11.5 rebounds. Going to be playing on the road too. Then I'm flying out to the Philly game, man. Philly versus San Antonio Spurs. I'm taking Victor Wembanyama over 21.5 points, hitting at an 80% clip. It's him versus Joel Embiid. Everybody wants to see these type of matchups, man, for the first time that they play. What's going to happen, I think Embiid's going to go out there and ball. But defensively, no, Embiid's not going to be running out there, closing them out, covering them at the three. He's going to stand out there. So I think Wembanyama's going to go for like 28 points today, folks. All right, next player prop that I like my guy, man. Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man. Check him out. He got a new shoe. Just dropped too. The All-Star Edition. Look pretty cool. I'm taking over 26.5 points, hitting at a 60% clip. Taking on the Hornets, man. I mean, you got Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges over there. Whatever Bridges it is over there, it ain't going to help you. You got Ball over there. You got Rozier over there. I mean, who's going to be defending? Nobody, man. Look for Anthony Edwards to go over 26.5 points. I'm penciling him in for 32. Then I'm going back to the Detroit Piston games. I'm taking Jaden Ivey over 5.5 assists, hitting at an 80% clip. We gave him out here earlier on the prop shop. Like I said, these point guards and these guards, their scoring props is iffy. But one thing for sure is they're passing the ball, man. So I'm taking them over 5.5 assists, hitting at an 80% clip. Last but not least, I'm looking at Keegan Murray. I'm taking him over 18.5 points, man. And then I'm looking at him at 2.5 threes, hitting at a 60% clip, okay? Yep, when it comes down to it, man, he's taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks going to be a fast-paced team, that's going to let him and challenge him and let him shoot those shots, And like I said, he's been the most, most offensive player for the Kings, making those next steps that I want to see. So I want to see him keep doing what he's doing and hit those 2.5 threes for us. Then I'm sliding on over to the NHL, man. All the prop shops done in the NBA. I got one player prop that I like for you guys. I'm looking at the Los Angeles Kings. I'm taking Adrian Kemp over 3 shots on goal. All right, man. Now, look, man, if you guys want to see what I'm betting on, my best bets, head on over to the site PickDawgz. We got it all up there for you on the site. Can't go wrong. It's time for the recap time. We're taking Irvin over 26.5, Murray over 24, Embiid over 6, Luke over 32, Luke over 7.5, Luke over 8.5, Barrett over 21.5, Ball over 21.5, Ball over 6.5, Hayes over 5.5 assists, Allen over 11.5 rebounds, Wembanyama over 21.5, Edwards over 26.5, Ivy over 5.5 assists, Keegan Murray over his point prop, Keegan Murray over 2.5 threes, Adrian Kemp over his shots on goal. Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz. Smash that like button. Let me know what you guys are betting on, man. It's Monday. We got money to make today. It's raining out here in California. I'm trying to make it rain out here on the Bucks. Let me know your best player prop to get on top.